Okay, I'm back, and as you see, the servo is yet not connected to the gyro. I've powered on the helicopter, and right now I'm going to hit my throttle hold switch to make sure the rotor doesn't spin during setup. So there you go. We're all safe now. So the gyro setup basically consists of 6 easy steps, where the 7th step is actually to reset it to factory default, which I will also show you. So let's head on to the gyro setup. So to enter the program mode, you need to put your gyro into rate mode, and I'm going to flip my switch right here to put my gyro into rate mode, and the LED will turn from red to green. There you go. That's a green LED. We have yet not gone into programming mode. It's just in rate mode. Now, in order to go into programming mode, you need to move your rudder stick all the way to the right and hold it till you get a steady red and later a flashing red. So here you go. There, a red and 2 flashes. 2 flashes is right now set up for a digital servo. So a standard digital servo will be 1520 in US at 288 Hz. You can also set it up for an analog servo or a narrowband servo. To do that, you need to move your rudder stick halfway to the right or left. Right now, as you can see, there are 2 flashes. If I move my rudder stick to the right halfway, I will set it up for analog mode. That is 1 flash. There you go. It's just flashing once. It's set up into analog mode. To go back into standard digital servo mode, you just need to move your rudder stick to the left halfway. There you go. That's 2 flashes. To set it into narrowband mode, many of us guys would use a normal analog or a standard digital servo, but you can also use a narrowband servo. So for that, we'll again move the rudder stick to the left halfway to get 3 flashes. There you go. That's 3 flashes. So as I'm using a standard digital servo, I'm going to set it up to 2 flashes. Okay, so the first setup is complete. So now what you want to do is connect your servo to the gyro. So we'll get out of programming mode. To get out of programming mode, you need to put your gyro from rate mode to normal mode. It will flash for a couple of seconds and then go steady. Now we are in normal mode. I'll just connect my servo and get back to you guys. Hey guys, I'm back, and as you can see, I've connected my servo to the gyro lead and powered on my helicopter. So it's time to go into the next phase of the setting, but before doing that, we need to check if our rudder is moving in the right direction. So to do that, we need to face the tail blades vertically as shown, and then move the upper blade in the forward direction. Once you have done that, you need to move your rudder stick on the transmitter. Well, when you move your rudder stick to the right, your blade should move to the right, and when you move your rudder stick to the left, the blade should move to the left. So let's see if that's the case. Here you go. I moved my stick to the right, the rudder moved to the right. I moved my stick to the left, the blade moved to the left. Again the blade moved to the right. In your case, if this is happening in the opposite direction, that is, if your rudder stick is moving to the right and your tail blade is moving to the left, then you need to go into your transmitter settings and go into servo reverse menu. And here you need to reverse your rudder servo. Once you do that, again check whether when you move your rudder stick to the right, your blade should move to the right, and when it moves to the left, your blade should move to the left. Once that's set, your rudder direction is normal. So the next phase in the gyro setup would be the gyro sensing. Now what does this mean is that if your helicopter tail drifts to the left, that means your head is moving to the right, the gyro should compensate and turn your head back again to the left. So to check this, we need to go into our gyro programming again. So here you go, I'll flip my gyro into rate mode and then you will get a steady green. There you go. Now to get into programming mode, flip the rudder stick all the way to the right. There you go. We're back again in servo type. So as we have already set this, we won't touch this and we would go to the next phase of the setup. So to do that, you again deflect your rudder stick all the way to the right till you get a steady green. There you go. Well, as you can see, it has two flashes. That means my gyro sensing is reversed for my helicopter. So to check this, whether it is moving in the right direction or not, again you go back to your tail and move your upper tail blade forward. Now to check whether it is in the right direction, you need to flick your tail to the right. And as you see, when I flick my tail to the right, the tail blade also moves to the right. So I know that my gyro is sensing in the right direction. In case you flip your tail to the right and your tail blade moves to the left, that means your gyro sensing is not normal and you need to reverse it. So in order to do that, the same way, you need to move your rudder stick halfway to the right. There you go, one flash. Now your gyro sensing is reversed. You need to go back and check again. So as you see, I just reversed my gyro sensing in the wrong direction, so I'll set back mine again to 2 flashes. There you go, 2 flashes. You need to check in both the directions. There you go, it's moving to the right when I flick my tail to the right, and when I flick my tail to the left, it will move left. There you go, it's moving left. Once your gyro sensing is set up, we need to go to the next phase of the setup, that is pyro rate speed. That is how fast do you want your helicopter to pirouette. So to go to the next setup, you need to again flick your rudder stick all the way to the right till you get a steady blue. There you go. So it's flashing once. Now in this setup you have a limit all the way from 1 to 10. So to increase the pyro rate, you need to put your transmitter rudder stick halfway to the left. There you go. 2 flashes. If you want to increase it more, again halfway to the left, there you go, 3 flashes. You can do this all the way to 10. For beginners, I recommend not going beyond 2 flashes. So there you go, I set my pyro speed to 2 flashes. The next phase of the setup is servo delay. To enter that, again we'll flick our rudder stick all the way to the right till we get a cyan color LED flashing. Well, I have set my servo delay to 3. The delay limit can also be set from 1 to 10, the same way as pyro speed rate. So as you see, if I move my rudder stick halfway to the left, it will go to 4 flashes. You can set your delay as you desire. I will set mine to 2 flashes. So that's about it for servo delay. The next phase of the setup is to adjust your travel limit. So again we'll flick our rudder stick all the way to the right till we get a yellow. Well, now to set the travel, as you can see from above, this is the right limit. This is the right travel limit. So to set this, you need to move your rudder stick halfway to the left or to the right to get the maximum amount of travel, and also to check that there is no binding. Once you have set your maximum limit, then the next phase is the left travel limit. Again, to go to the next step, we would flick our rudder stick all the way to the right till it turns pink. Now as you can see, you again need to adjust the travel with your rudder stick halfway either to the left or to the right. Please make sure to avoid binding. As you can see, I've left a very little gap between the slider and the hub. That was the last phase of this gyro setup. The next phase of the setup is actually to set the gyro to restore it to its factory default settings. In order to do that, you would move the rudder stick all the way to the right again till you get a white light. Well, to get your gyro to factory default, just move your rudder stick halfway to the right or to the left. Well, I've already set up my gyro, so I'm not going to be doing that. But if you want to get your gyro set up back to its factory default state, just move your rudder stick either halfway to the right or to the left. The gyro, which shows a white light, will keep flashing white and reset. Then you can go all the way back again and set it up. Now the gyro is set completely. So to get out of the programming mode, we will flip our switch again to go into normal mode from rate mode. So here you go. There you go, a steady red, and we're back into normal head holding mode. So that's about it for the gyro setup. I will be making a video for the flight review soon, so stay tuned.